The US State Department echoed that language on the 4th of July 2022 by saying, Israeli fire likely, no reason to believe it was intentional. That wording froze the case where Washington needed it frozen. If intent stayed out of the record, then, well, so would the law then, wouldn't it? Intent is a dividing line between negligence and a war crime, you see. Proving it is the difference, isn't it? Once Washington declared none, every mechanism of accountability then became optional. Israel's army closed its file. The US avoided an independent inquiry that might prove a little bit tricky. The Department of Justice opened a review that has produced no public findings at all. Israel's leaders said their soldiers would not be interrogated by outsiders. How dare you even propose such a thing? And repeated that position when a US probe was discussed as well. Washington accepted the refusal, though. Oh dear, you don't want to? Oh, that's fine, we don't want to trouble you too much. Israel's allowed to, you see. In effect, the Allies' sovereignty over its troops outweighed everything else, certainly the right to justice. The pattern remained stable there. Case closed, it seems, till May of this year, when a documentary released by Zeteo and widely covered in Arab and Western outlets as well, named a soldier from the Israeli Duvdevan unit as the shooter. And the film used on-camera testimony and footage to place him at the site and to show that the group of journalists was clearly visible to them. Israel dismissed the film's claims and repeated its prior conclusion because, well, of course they did. But the documentary undermined Washington's 2022 statement somewhat. If open-source journalists could identify a probable shooter and name them, why had the official US review not been able to do that then? Well, speed up to the here and now then, and the answer has been made public. Gabovics, now retired after 30 years in the military police and former commandant of the notorious US military prison at Guantanamo Bay, told multiple outlets that his team's conclusion was that an Israeli soldier intentionally fired at Shireen Abu Akleh. He said senior officials soft-pedaled the language to appease Israel. Reporting confirmed that at least 5 current or former US officials who worked on the case shared his view that the shooting was intentional. Those statements directly contradict the State Department's published line. They also explain its wording. The finding was intent, and intent was deleted from the record. From that point, the case is not complicated at all. Shireen was part of a small group walking towards a known Israeli position. They wore visible press markings. There was no crossfire at that instant. The shots were single and spaced. The ballistic evidence and the investigations all pointed to deliberate fire.